Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I am going to review the Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna read the blurb, give timestamp for a non-spoiler review in the end, and then I'll give the spoiler review towards the rest of the video. So just gonna read the blurb first. 18-year-old Belle has lived her whole life in the shadow of her mom's mysterious disappearance. 16 years ago, Rachel Price vanished and young Belle was the only witness. Rachel is gone, presumed dead. The case is dragged up from the past when the Price family agrees to a true crime documentary. Belle can't wait for filming to end, for life to go back to normal. But then Rachel Price reappears and life will never be normal again. Lights, camera, lies. So I'm gonna give the... If you don't want any spoilers, I'll put the timestamp for the non-spoiler review on screen. If you do want spoilers, welcome to the review. Okay, so I bought this book a while ago because I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I haven't read the other two. And I read 535, both also by Holly Jackson. So I was like, I like those books a lot, especially 535. I loved 535. So I thought, you know what? I saw it laying in the bookstore. It's not the usual size I like, so it kind of looks off compared to the other ones, which I don't like. But fair enough. So I bought it and I was like, let me just read it. Now, it took me a while because, I don't know, it's kind of big compared to her other books. And I've been in a reading slump for a while. I finally got out of it, I think. Let's pray. Yeah, because there was a power outage yesterday. Not when I upload this, but yeah, when I'm filming this, yesterday. So I finished this book. I still had like half of it left to go and the power outage lasted for like 6 hours. So I finished it. I started a new book. It was pretty much what I did the whole day yesterday, which was great. But yeah, back to the book, the actual story. Okay, yeah, so it's about Belle. Her actual name's Annabelle, but Belle. And her mom has disappeared when she was 2. And the book is basically about what happened. Well, it's about a film crew comes to their town. Well, Belle and her dad Charlie and her cousin and uncle and aunt, whose names are Carter is the cousin, Sherry and Jeff are the uncle and aunt. Yeah, so they come to film just about the story of Rachel and what happened and how they're dealing with it now, what they think happened, etc, etc. Then at some point Rachel comes back from the presumed dead. And then what the hell's going on, because everybody thought she was dead. And then yeah, the documentary is gotten a lot better because, well, it's not about her disappearance anymore because she reappeared, which is also why the book is called The Reappearance of Rachel Price. So yeah, Belle doesn't trust her mom at all. First of all, she doesn't call her mom, which is fair. I completely understand that because she doesn't know the woman. She's a stranger. You know, she has never really consciously met her. She was 2 when her mom left, so yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, she doesn't trust Rachel at all, and she's trying to do everything in her power to prove it. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on, and then it turns out that Rachel is not the one who was lying. It was Charlie, the dad. And that plot twist, I did not expect that. But I guess that's supposed to be how a good plot twist is, but this one was so like out of the blue. Usually you get some clues if someone's like not trustworthy, but Charlie was just randomly like, nope, he's the bad guy. And that kind of confused me. But also, now that I look back on it, it was like, he did like just gaslight them pretty much by saying that they forgot to put out the trash, or like broke a mug that they didn't break and was still that was still whole. So yeah, it does make sense, I guess, but I was very confused. Also, a thing I do really like about the book, when they have like the reveal of what actually happened. So Rachel got kidnapped by Pat, who is Charlie and Jeff's dad, because Charlie wanted to murder her, I guess, for some reason. I really don't understand why. Like, how do you just go to that level of hating someone that you want them gone? That was kind of not very well explored, I guess, explained. The ending was very rushed, I think, like the whole explanation and everything, which I guess makes sense, but also it was like this part of the book was actual, like after, like when we know what happens. This was all just leading up to it, I guess, but then the lead up was towards Rachel being wrong, but then it turned out that she wasn't. Carter turns out to be Rachel and Charlie's daughter, and got like kidnapped, kind of, by Pat, the grandpa. So confusing, everything. But yeah, it was very confusing. And then I know, I did like it. It's just, I think, my least favorite book of Holly Jackson. I don't know why, it just didn't feel as good, I guess, to read. It didn't like pull me in, and I didn't want to keep reading to actually know what happened. I mean, I didn't want to know what happened, but I was like, do I really care? And I should, if I'm reading the book. Yeah, the ending was a little bit, I don't know, suddenly Belle completely loved and trusted Rachel, because turns out Charlie was the bad guy, and then they also pushed him off a cliff and he died. So yeah. Also, I'm just becoming more and more confused by me explaining what I'm thinking about the book. Carter, so Belle's cousin, is very much controlled by Sherry. Sherry? Is Sherry really the name? It's a weird name. Yeah, by Sherry, I guess. Because Carter does ballet, so she has to be like skinny and stuff. But Sherry is so controlling, and I felt like something should have been said more about that, but there wasn't. I mean, it's not a very big deal, like it wouldn't have impacted the story much, but I don't know, I felt like they kind of skipped over that. So I'm like, why would you even put that in the book if you don't discuss it? I gave it 3.5 stars, by the way, on Goodreads 3, because I wanted to give it 4, but then I thought about it, because on Goodreads you get like 1 star is, I did not like it, 2 stars is, it was okay, 3 stars, I liked it, 4, I really liked it, 5, I loved it. Then I was like, I don't think I really liked it. I liked it. I don't know if it was really, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a 3. But yeah, not important at all. I loved Ash from the film crew. It was like the camera assistant, set, whatever. He was really nice, I guess. Belle was very distant towards everyone, but she actually started to accept Ash, which I liked. Kind of sad their like relationship, I guess connection wasn't explored as much as well. But it was really nice. They were really cute. And I loved their banter. It was really funny. That was a very big plus. In general, the whole film crew was really nice. Like Ramsey as well. The main like director, I guess. He was really cool. Just the whole thing about like Charlie being so manipulating, I guess. I don't know, I don't believe people actually exist like that, but they probably do, which is terrifying. But like, everybody trusted him, everybody loved him, but he was so manipulative. Like, what? That's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, it was a good ending, I think. It was a good plot twist, because I didn't expect it, but that, I feel like you should be able to expect it, you know? Or at least when you read it back, you should be like, oh wow, whoa, yeah, it was actually clear now. But I don't think it is like, I'm not gonna read it again. Probably ever, actually, which is kind of sad to think about. But yeah, I don't know, it was a good book, I liked it. It was a quick-ish read, not really, but I thought this was gonna get me out of my reading slump, because Holly Jackson's books are just like fast, but it didn't. It was just the fact that I was forced to do anything besides watch videos or be on my phone that got me out of my reading slump. And now I started reading Fourth Wing, which I'm not gonna say much because I will make a whole video about that whole series, but oh god, yeah. So this book, good book, just not perfect. Not up to Holly Jackson's standards, I guess. Could also be just my mindset throughout the book and what was going on in my life, so maybe if I read it at a different time, it would have been a different review. We'll never know. Probably would, but yeah. Good. Yep. Good book. Good book. Solid book. Just, yeah, nothing too amazing or bad. Just pretty average. Average good. Average good. Let's give it on that one. I don't have much to say about it, to be honest. So yeah, that was it for the spoiler review. And a non-spoiler review. I like this book. I'm not gonna lie. I did expect more from Holly Jackson because I read 525, which I really loved. And this one was kind of a letdown compared to that one, but I think that's just personal preference. The characters were good. I liked a lot of them, and just their banter was really nice, which is always good if there's banter, because I love it when I actually laugh out loud with the book, and I think I had some points in this book where I actually did, so that's always great. It's a good thriller, I guess. Not amazing, not like actually where you'd be like scared, which some of them do. This one's more, I mean, it is YA thriller, so it's not as like scary, but still good. I would recommend it. If you've never read Holly Jackson though, maybe 525 is better. But if you have and you like her writing, it's a good one. Not my favorite, like I said. I gave it 3.5 stars, which is pretty solid. Yeah, the characters are good, the story is good. I think it could have been better in some aspects. I can't really say what, because this is the non-spoiler review. But I think it could have been better. I still liked it, I enjoyed reading it. It kind of helped me get out of my reading slump, but there was also a power outage for about 6 hours, so that mainly helped me probably, because I was kind of forced to read, so yeah, shout out to whatever made that happen, thank you. So yeah, it was a good book, it was solid, just solid book, don't really have any complaints necessarily, it was good. You can read it if you want. It's not one of them where I'm like, you should read it, it's gonna change your life, but if you enjoy reading, if you like thrillers, YA thrillers, just a little bit, something easy, it's a good book. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit more mild, I guess, compared to usually, because the book was just, I don't have a very strong opinion on it, but I hope you still enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and if you have something to tell me, comment. Thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.